wanted to go over carryover volume and to show you the importance of moving rank due to volume and how you can be throwing money in the garbage. This is something that a lot of people don't really realize, and I'm going to first go through what normally people will see, and then I'm going to go through a back end part where there's a lot of money sitting there that you secretly don't know about. So this is an Emerald account. It's been an Emerald account for years, and it's been sitting here for years. So you can see at Emerald, it's been collecting quite the heavy amount of volume on their legs. So this is a Tuesday that I am filming this, so you can see that the volume is increasing here. And something to be very aware of, especially when we are having a product launch, that volume becomes insane, and you really want to do as much as you can, everything possible, to be your highest rank possible by the end of that pay week of a new product launch, because that volume is going to mean a lot of money back to you. So that's one thing to consider, is become the highest rank possible that you can, so that you can take advantage of most of the team cycle bonus as possible. So I'm going to go through some basics here so that you can see. Now, if you are an Emerald coach, you would know that they capped out the amount of team volume cycle bonus that you're going to be able to make for a paycheck at $250. Way back when, over 8 years ago, the company did not have caps on volume. And so basically there was Emerald coaches out there who weren't even active on product, not even building the business, but making thousands of dollars on team volume that was accumulating. Obviously the company can't keep going that pace or they would be out of business, but also they don't want to incentivize people who are not actually building their business. So that's why there's caps on your team volume. And at Emerald, it's $250. They would prefer that you continue to build your business and move up, and they will reward you with the team volume. So this account has been sitting at Emerald for years, and it's been collecting a lot of volume. Now, what you'll see here is the volume that's accumulating in the left leg, and then the volume that's accumulating in the right leg. Now, to get a team cycle bonus at Emerald, that means you'll make $14 every cycle. What the system will do is pull 100 points off of the lower weak leg and 200 points off of the higher volume leg. So it's a 1/3, 2/3 ratio. So what I would always suggest that you do is you look at the lower volume leg. So this one is 2854, and you divide 100 into it. That equals about 28 times. Now you go to the right leg volume, divide 200 into it so that you know what the potential amount of cycles that would be if you had a lot of volume. And 200 dividing into over 1800 is 94 times. So basically, I have enough volume in my right leg that I could potentially cycle 94 times. But nope, because my lower leg volume only has 2800, my max amount that I'm going to be able to cycle 100 into it is 28 times. So that means that this paycheck will be 28 times $14, and that team cycle bonus will be $392. But wait, no it won't, because sitting at Emerald Coach, your max cap is $250. So because you want to sit at Emerald, your potential for making more money, you could have been making $392, but because you're capped at the $250, you're losing $142 because you're sitting at Emerald. Now that is sad, right? Because you look at, oh my gosh, that money could be actually mine, but because I'm not moving my rank, then I can't collect on it. I want to even make you more sad. So there's carryover volume. Carryover volume is in your back office, and it's easy to find. If you go to your commissions, you're going to pull up your commissions. So as you can see here on this last paycheck, $250, that's because I maxed out on Emerald rank at 250. I could have made over $300 to $400 on that week, but nope, because it's sitting at Emerald, it's going to only pay me $250. So now if I click on the number 250, it's going to bring up this breakdown. So for this breakdown here, you can see that I'm sitting at Emerald, and here's the left leg volume and the right leg volume, and should I go back? Do you see what this is? This is all of the volume that is being stored week to week to week to week. This is called carryover volume. So carryover volume means that as long as you don't let your account drop past 50 points, you're going to maintain the volume that's building in the bank of your legs. So as providing you do not let this number, your projected PV, your personal PV, to go below 50 points, then you will always maintain the volume that you didn't use from week to week. But if you allow your account to go under 50 points, it swipes to 0. You basically threw all of that down into the garbage, and you start back from 0 volume on one leg and 0 volume on another. Back to this part again. That's the reason why you never want to be inactive, and being on a home direct product, Shakeology or the performance supplements, is key so that you never lose your volume. Why would you want to throw volume away that's constantly being stored and that you didn't use? So now, we already went through in the beginning talking about what your potential cycle would be. We had over 2,800 points in the left leg, and we had over 18,000 in the right leg. Now, we're not going to be able to touch that right leg volume because the left leg is not built enough. But do you see this right here where it says left leg carryover, right leg carryover? This is what's not being used. So from week to week, I've got a boatload of volume in that right leg that's not being used, and I'm never going to be able to touch it. But do you see what the potential is? If I could just increase how much my volume is on my left leg, that means that I'm going to easily be able to make hundreds and possibly thousands of dollars more, because I don't even need to worry about the volume being in my right leg because it's insanely high and it's all yours. But if you never sponsor in your left leg, if you don't teach them how to sponsor, if you don't teach them how to achieve Success Club, if you don't teach them how to do challenge groups, you're never going to build volume or your business in your left leg. Now, let me go through the carryover volume. So this carryover volume is what people don't really know. This last number here was what was left over in my left leg that I didn't use the week before, because it's not quite 100. Remember, it's always going to deduct 100 points. But if there's less than 100, it's not going to be able to do anything with it, and it rolls over to the next week. So now if I take this 92 and I add it to the front page 2,800, it brings me over 2,900 now, and I just increased my cycle up to 29 times. So now if I cycled 29 times $14 at an Emerald Coach payout, it moved me now to $406. So that means I could easily make $406. But no, I won't, because I am an Emerald Coach, and because I'm an Emerald Coach, I'm maximum going to be able to make $250. So that means I just threw in the garbage, basically said, nope, I don't want it. I don't want that extra $156 that I could have made in this team cycle bonus that is accumulating here. This is the reason why you want to move your rank, because if I was Ruby, then I would be able to make $1,000 cap, and I would have gotten all of that $406 all instead of $250. So moving your rank because of that team cap is critical for your business. I want to show you something even more aggressive. Here's another account. This one is a 2-star diamond account, and they've been sitting at this rank for a while as well. So I want to show you what the potential for the money could be for this account. Sitting at 2-star diamond, your max cap for volume that you can get paid out is $4,000. So this person would be making $4,000 in team volume for this week here because of their rank. So if their rank stays at 2-star diamond, the max amount that they're going to make is $4,000 by the team bonus, no matter how much that they have. So just again, looking at face value, obviously this account has quite a substantial amount of volume. This has been an account that's been around for a while. So if this one has over 421,000, that means that 100 divides into it, that over 4,000 times. So 4,200 times. That's our lowest amount. But now the volume is insane on the other leg. It's over 2 million, and I would divide 200 into it, and that is 11,569. Now, because 11,569 is way more volume than I can ever have for cycling in my lower leg, which is 4,200, that means I'm going to times $18, which is the team cycle bonus payout from diamond and above, times 4,200, because that's what I can possibly cycle by my left leg volume, since I divided 100 into 421. And that gives me 75,600. Well, we know that the company is not going to be paying us out team volume at that quantity level because they have caps maxed out on each leg. Doesn't even matter. I don't even need to show you the carryover volume in this, because we supersede the amount of volume that we could have gotten paid out. So if there was no cap, then that means this week, this person could actually make $75,000 in just team bonus. But because the company has caps put on for the legs, then that's where we're going to be limited to our rank. Our rank's defined. So at 2-star, we maximum can make $4,000. And as you can see, a 10 plus star diamond, your max cap is always going to be $12,000. That's going to be the max on any of it. So because we could have made $75,000 and she's sitting at 2-star diamond, that means that if she just moves up a diamond rank, she at least now moves up to $5,000, because she doesn't even need to worry about the volume being created. She needs to worry about her rank, because she's got an insane amount of volume that it's just all going in the garbage. So instead of making the $5,000, $6,000, she could be making $12,000 in 2 seconds if she was 10-star diamond and above. So realistically, being 11 plus star diamond is not critical for team cycle bonus. It is for other things. But for volume, your max cap is going to be $12,000. So if this person wants to make $12,000 tomorrow in team cycle bonus, they can, because they've got enough volume to be able to do that. So what they would need to do is move their business from 2 to 10 plus. And that's the only thing that is standing in their way from making $12,000 a week, over $48,000 a month in volume. Kind of sick money, isn't it? A little crazy to say it out loud.